I'm with my friend Sterling. I picked him up. He lives about 5 minutes away from me, so it wasn't that far. And we are about to head up to dinner, Turkish restaurant in Hankou area. The restaurant is pretty much empty, maybe because it's just opened up right now, to have some delicious food. Going home soon, so I'm really looking forward to some British food and also some homemade food cooked by my mum, which is actually not good because during the period of having the biopsy procedure, I really have not been taking care of what I'm eating and putting into my body, so that's not good. I've only just started to meal prep a few days ago and trying to eat my usual protein food and salad and things like that. It's going to take a minute for my body to catch up because I'm still feeling very bloated, and I do feel very bloated when I don't take care of my food. So hopefully we can get back on track. And I also found a new gym the other day, which I signed up to, as I can no longer use the company one, as I'm not working there anymore. So I still need to go back and try it out properly, maybe tomorrow morning, and see how that goes. Getting back on track is a mission and a half. You really have to put in a lot of effort, and it feels off for a while, but it needs to be done, and I'm sure by the end of the week I'll feel much more in my routine. I'm worried about going home next week because of course the jet lag and the fact that the time difference is huge. I don't know if I'll sleep or not, and I'm only going for a short time, so.
Okay. Hi, it's me again. The man who always appears in text with you when his close, closer friends. And we are having the Turkish cuisine now.
No longer colleague anymore.
Yeah, no longer colleague anymore. Sad.
So we have lamb. Also, this is lamb, a different kind of lamb, I guess. Yeah. We are going for a walk to burn off the calories. Just in a bookstore.
It's called Goose Corporation.
Mm-hmm. There's also a Goose coffee shop not too far away. We are in a mill where I want my future office to be. And look at this idiot. So he's a historian. Everything is about history. So tell us a little bit about this.
A mill factory in concession area, but I just don't realize this factory is the civil company to be established by the local capitalist something, and this company is so huge. And its name is called the Pinghe Dabaoqiao. But it's become the very popular zone. And
what does that mean?
That means Pinghe means the name of it, maybe the peaceful, and Dabaoqiao is packing. So it's not just milling.
So like a packing factory, mill?
Yes, they are mainly packing so many things. And also this area is so big, and right now so many influencers take picture with that.
Very aesthetic, artistic.
Yeah. And also a lot of companies here.
And very European, UK based, because in England we have lots of mills like these buildings.
Yeah, I think they're just a copy or just a try to learn from some other British or France. But anyway,
perfect location.
Yeah. And also, I hoped this lady behind the screen will become the big boss and hire me someday and have working these fancy places.
Hello. Yep, that's the dream. Joy about history. Why did you study history?
I'm learning art in the high school, senior high school. Mm-hmm. I don't have so many choices, so I can only choose maybe literacy, philosophy, history. And during that time, I remember someone in the Peking University who is senior than me and told me that I should choose some common subject. I'm not that literate, of course. I'm not a poetic person. My mind is not that deep, so I cannot study philosophy. So I choose history. And along the time I'm learning history, I realized one thing, that a lot of things happen nowadays. You can feel the same pattern previously, and you can see a lot of people did the same shit, same things every day, or same things over and over again, repeatedly bad history. So when you understand that, you feel like, oh, this is life. Okay, you can get better understanding about life as it is. And also that help you to gain some knowledge about how going to deal with so many craps nowadays, what happened in your life. So I mean, they're saying that when you're learning history, you gain your wise. I think learning history will going to help me a lot. And also learning history, you can focus on a lot of details happening in history, some gossip, some relationships, some killings, and it's quite fun. So I suggest just to read some history.
And what is your favorite historical place in Wuhan?
I think it's here. It's a concession area because
Me too.
after Second Open War, the British, France established concession here, followed by the Americans and Russians. But anyway, this area is so preserved. If you walk into some places,
Very
not
clean,
yes,
very tidy.
very tiny, very authentic. You can feel like there are some of the buildings still keep the original concession styles.
Like the doors,
Yeah,
some of the
like
bricks,
the doors,
maybe?
like the decoration on the walls, whatever.
Yeah.
And when you're walking into it, and some part of it not well developed, so you can still feel like how the age is curving on the stones. Okay, there are time tracks on it,
Yeah.
and that is very fascinating for people who love history.
No, I don't want
What is
to.
it? No?
So this person just had another coffee at night time. He has a habit of drinking coffee at night time. Can you sleep at night when you drink coffee?
Of course, coffee have no use for me. It's only the beverage. Yeah.
Oh my god. Go home now.
Yeah, because it takes
about
the watch
time.
already show the time for that.
A bedtime reminder came on my Apple Watch just a bit ago, so means I need to balance. So good morning, friends. It's Tuesday. I am deliberately sitting in my balcony to get some sunlight because, unfortunately for me, just when I had 2 nights of sleep after weeks, I unfortunately went back to the same pattern of not sleeping. It's completely understandable given everything my body's been through and all the changes happening in my life currently, transitioning from being full-time employed to self-employment, to hell, hospitals, saying goodbye to friends who I've known for the last few years, who are moving on to their next chapter, would know how difficult it is to actually function with a clear head and be creative when you've not had the sleep. So to make things better for myself, I am trying to get some sunlight, which I do know helps you and it really helps your brain. I try to listen to a podcast as well. Now, so neuroscience is my thing, and I love researching and reading papers and books and self-development and growth, and I love to apply it. And for me personally, that's how I have grown, through self-help, through self-development, through reading more than anything, and making sure that I put whatever I read into action. Does it always work? No, but I'm still trying. I still go for it. And if I had to really look back, there's so many things I have changed about myself, from my habits to my thinking. However, I do know I have a very long way to go. Things I was listening to, which I know over and over again, but it does not hurt to be reminded once more. And it's the fact that our brain predicts our future based on our current feelings, based on our past experiences. And I really like the fact that we shouldn't be waiting for something outside of us to change in order to feel the way we desire, the feelings that we want, the outcome we want. Instead, we should practice it now. Why wait? So I completely agree on that. However, there are some parts that I feel like I'm not sure when it comes to certain things. For example, starting your own business. Now, I have not done this big reveal and posts or anything just yet. I don't know if I will. Maybe I will change my mind. But something I have learned this year is when you announce things, you get dopamine. And I know there's research behind this too. You get this reward, this dopamine hit, just as we do when we doom scroll and give ourselves something to look forward to entertain ourselves without even doing anything for it. So those are just quick hits, and I do feel like making announcements does come into that category. It gives you the reward and maybe the dopamine of the work that you've not even done yet. It's like you started a course, you go to uni, and
you've kind of announced your graduation before even completing the course. So that's how I feel currently, and that's just completely my own personal experience as well, even if there is research on this. So don't come for me on that. So that's why I feel a bit nervous on like opening up a little bit as well, because I rather work hard. There's still a long way for me to go in terms of my own employment. I have so much to do, and I want to feel a bit settled into my schedule and routine and meet at least certain small targets before I start to make announcements or making public posts and things like that. However, at the same time, I do need to market certain things as well, so I will need to put myself out there too. But I'm taking it step at a time. I don't want to give myself the false reward for something I haven't even worked on just yet and got to where I want to. So that's the only part maybe I might disagree. I think one of the things he was talking about is embodying the emotions and the desires that you want to feel now. You can do exercises like journaling. I love to journal and even have my notebook right now in front of me. And you can get clear on feelings on what you want to feel. How will this make me feel? Do you want to feel relief or confident, loved, whatever it is, give yourself that feeling. So one of the examples that she gave was that she wanted 1 million followers, and she asked herself, well, why do I want 1 million followers? And what feeling will that give me? And she realized the feeling would be to feel more official. So instead she gave herself those feelings now and started doing it rather than waiting until she gets lots of followers and then starting her podcast or YouTube. So it's just a tiny little example, but it does make sense. It does speak to me. I completely understand, because these are one of the things that I've started to do as well. I feel like I was waiting for so long to really get somewhere in business, quit teaching, doing this, doing that, waiting around for all these moments that, in a way, they will not come unless you take action and really believe in it and manifest those feelings and visualize everything. So instead, there's a lot I've changed about myself within 1 year, from just not waiting to lose weight, thinking that, oh, I'm stuck now. I've always been a skinny person, and somehow magically thinking maybe I'll get back to being skinny again. No, I will not get back to being skinny. The same skinny, maybe different, stronger version of me. However, I managed to lose some weight over the last few months. Other examples include reading more and working on my own creativity, being more creative in evenings and weekends after my daytime job, and as well as doing a bit more traveling, getting to see some countries I still haven't been to. This is something I've done for years, to be honest, but it's still what I desire. I also stopped waiting to be a certain person or certain thing and decided to go for myself and bet on myself, and finally went all in and decided to quit teaching and bet on myself and see what happens. And I'm going to try my best, and we'll see how this will go. I also started a YouTube channel, as you guys can probably tell. I started to vlog. I started to be more expressive, more open, more public, working on my speaking skills, working on my communication. So there's a lot, and I completely believe in this embodying the feeling state. Come to my official office, and my friend is here, Kate.
Hello.
And now we are gonna head out to run a quick errand, and then we're gonna go for like a brunch. So I always make the mistake of getting to the driver's seat instead of the passenger, because the Britishness in me it's too loud sometimes. Yeah. So we're just going to a hotel to drop off some things to Kate's client. Like a toddler sitting in the back seat. I had to sit at the back because the front seat was full of snacks for the client that my friend is going to drop off to now. We're just outside the hotel. So I'm learning a lot about Chinese business culture, and it's very fascinating. Sometimes a bit nerve-wracking, but I love learning, and I feel so grateful there are people around me that can teach me these things, even though it's not intentional. It just happens randomly sometimes. Like today, Kate and I, we were meant to meet for brunch, then we changed the time to noon.
Then last minute, she's like, hey, well, do you know what? Maybe we can just go together this morning. Where are you? And she happened to be down the street from me, so she just came into my office. And yeah, so it's interesting. I feel very grateful. I really do feel grateful. I feel like I'm getting all emotional and stuff. And I bet you guys are sick of me talking about my PMDD. It's almost that time again, and I will not cry on camera. I don't want to. But Kate is a friend I've known for many years. We used to work together many years ago, and we kept our friendship alive no matter where we were in the world, traveling. And even during my break, during the pandemic, when I went back to England, she was still there for me, and we were in touch. And she's done so much for me, both her and her family. She's a great, kind person, and I'm just really glad that I do have a few good people in my life, because it's really hard sometimes when you're away from your family and all the friends you have known who are scattered around the world, living their lives, and it's just life for you. And once again, saying goodbye a few days ago to my friends I have gotten used to every day, having lunch with them, having dinner with them, doing things with them, and then suddenly it feels a little empty. And I'm also very lucky that I do love spending quality time by myself. I'm good at dining by myself and going to coffee shops and going for walks. I love that part of me. However, it's also nice to have the human social connection. It's so important. We are a community, we are villagers after all, from our ancestors to back in the cave days and all sorts. No matter what you believe, we have it in us, and we do need people around us, so that's also important. And I'm learning how important that is, and I'm trying to apply that to my life and being more intentional with friendships and social circle.
I need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, it's on the right, next to Boots. Just saying how empty it is and how much we love it like this. See, this is why we quit our jobs.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So this is where we are going to have a brunch.
Oh, that's
Empty. Just the way we like it. Where should we sit?
yeah. Are they open yet?
It's empty because it's meant to open in 20 minutes, and we came very early, but the staff told us it's okay to wait here. Really need to charge my phone. It's 30%. The last few weeks the battery has been draining, and I guess that's the business model of Apple, hey? So it looks like I may need to buy a new phone when I go home. So I do need to do a bit more research on that, and maybe go to Trinity Leeds Apple Store. I guess that's the closest one to me. It's either the Leeds one or the one in Trafford Centre in Manchester. So yeah, we'll see. So we have our coffee. I got a cheese and onion sandwich, which is so interesting because I do love cheese and onion. Going on a walk to burn the calories off. Gives a very Paris vibe. Maybe just because of the chairs. Reminds me of Paris. It's been a minute. Maybe I should take a day or 2 days trip when I go home. Now, let me go out for more walk. My music. Let's get this anxiety or whatever I'm feeling out of the way. Let's shake it away. Meanwhile, here's my delivery for my home office and some stuff I got. I had to carry these inside and they're so freaking heavy, my goodness. And there's no one to help me. I don't even have neighbors. Oh, I nearly died. Like, it was too much. I haven't been to the gym for weeks. Oh my god, I'm fucking shot. Back home after my walk, I went to the little park in my community and I sat on the swings, had a big kid moment, walked a bit more, and then I went to my local flower shop downstairs and picked some lovely gorgeous flowers. It was hot and I forgot to wear SPF. Is how hot it is outside. I'm sweating literally. So let's jump into the shower for a bit. I've just been doing some work on my laptop and trying to sort out my office. There's so much to sort out in terms of my papers and documents. So I just want to get everything ready before I travel next week. But thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and if you want to be notified, don't forget to turn on your notifications every time I do post a new video.